Hello and welcome to this week's vlog. I am currently at Cardiff Airport, which is one of the smallest and quietest airports I've ever been to, which is why I'm semi-whispering, because like no one is speaking. It is silent in here. But anyway, I am on my way to Hamburg. I'm going quite a bizarre route. I am flying from Cardiff to Amsterdam and then changing and going from Amsterdam to Hamburg because unfortunately there aren't that many direct flights from Cardiff, and also like if by the time I'd got to like Bristol or London or whatever, it would kind of like be the same length of time anyway. So I'm doing this absolutely crazy journey. I'm gonna get in really late this evening. It's Tuesday. I'm giving a talk tomorrow at 10:30 and then I'm there in Hamburg for the day and then I'm flying back on Thursday. So it's gonna be an intense week, an intense few days, but I'm gonna take you with me. I am going to an event called OMR, and I had literally never heard of it before they asked me to speak at it, but it's like this absolutely humongous marketing event. I think it's like 67,000 people go to it, which is wild to me that there's even a venue that could accommodate that number of people. So it's going to be interesting to see what it's like. I am doing a masterclass on behalf of Adobe, so they have like their own kind of like, I want to say booth, but it's like big, their own booth where they put on their own like events at the bigger event. They put on their own talks. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a masterclass. Most of the talks are in German, but obviously mine is going to be in English. It's all about my podcast and it's all about repurposing content, which I am actually really looking forward to talking about. There's been a bit of drama because my son is ill and my husband is also away. So we are both self-employed. This is the first time ever actually that we've both been away at the same time. So he had a speaking engagement today, so he'll be back tomorrow. So for one night we're both going to be away, but my son was ill, but he's with his grandparents and they are taking good care of him, and so hopefully it's all going to be okay. But it did cause quite a stressful morning just trying to get him sorted. I wanted to do a few more run-throughs of my talk. I went through it this morning. I am pretty happy with it. One of the things I really struggle with when it comes to public speaking is I get excited, nervous. I think, you know, those two emotions are quite similar. And I speak too fast. So I'm really working hard on speaking slowly and clearly and not letting my excitement mean that I sort of race through the talk. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I'm going to take you along with me for the whole thing, and basically let's explore this huge event in Germany together that like a couple of months ago I'd never heard of. So yeah, I think it's going to be good. I've never been to Hamburg before. Okay, I've arrived, checked in my hotel. I'm absolutely wrecked. It is like 10:30 here, so 9:30 back home, but I only got about 4 hours sleep last night, so I'm so tired. But I'm gonna do one last run through of my talk, and then I'm gonna get into my pajamas and go to bed. I am historically not very good at sleeping when I'm away, so I'm hoping that I'll be so tired from last night that I will get a good night's sleep tonight. And then my session's at 10:30 in the morning tomorrow, so it'll be nice to get it done, and then I can spend the rest of the day exploring the conference, probably having an afternoon nap if I'm honest, and then there's like a community event in the evening, and then yeah, that'll kind of be it. And then on Thursday I'll be flying back home. I want to talk a little bit about how I prep for my talks, and yeah, I think I'll probably save that and I'll do it tomorrow, but I will take you along with me, get some footage of me doing my talk. Apparently it's going to be in front of 200 people. When they first booked it in, they hadn't had as many sign-ups, and they told me that there was going to be 20 people, and I was like, oh, okay, that's small, that's chill. And then like a week before, they were like, oh yeah, it sold out, it's like oversubscribed, it's well over 200 people. I think it might even be 250. So I think it's going to be a pretty full room, which is, it'll be great for like the energy in the room, but also makes it a little bit more nerve-wracking. But I've spoken in front of 750 people, so I'll be fine. I'm actually really, really proud of the content for this talk. It's all about my podcast and how my podcast has grown my personal brand, but also I'm doing the talk for Adobe, and there's a bit in there about how I've been using Adobe Acrobat and PDF Spaces to repurpose my content. And if you follow me anywhere online, you'll know that I am very cautious about AI and how I use it. I'm not into generative AI really at all. But yeah, I'm really loving these use cases. They have been helping me repurpose my existing content. So not really creating anything from scratch, more just like turning one piece of content into different pieces of content. And it's really helping me to promote my podcast better, which I'm excited about. So yeah, anyway, I'll talk more about that tomorrow. I'm going to go give it a run through, get into bed, and hopefully get lots of sleep. It was a long journey. It's a weird route going Cardiff, Amsterdam, Hamburg, but thankfully everything went very smoothly. Good morning. It's Wednesday. It's 7:45. I'm up and I'm ready for the day. My session is the first one this morning at 10:30, so I'm quite glad that I will be getting it done and then I can enjoy the rest of the day. But first I'm going to go and head down to the hotel breakfast, get some breakfast, then I need to go and get my ticket accredited. Not even sure what that means, but that's the next thing, and then head for my tech check. So yeah, let's go. So my talk is done. I think it went well. I do really struggle with the silent disco format. I am quite a I think I'm quite a breathy speaker, and I go quite fast. I mean, I worked really hard to slow down today. But yeah, I don't feel like it works that well for me. But anyway, I got it done. People seemed to enjoy it. I had lots of questions afterwards, which was really nice. Adobe seemed happy, so that's always good. You always want the people who are paying you to do something to be happy. And I was really happy with how it went. I was actually really proud of the content. I think it was a really helpful session. It was kind of like the first half was my story, and then the second half was like quite practical things that people could do around their content, using Adobe Acrobat. So yeah, it was fun. And then we had a little wander around, me and Emily, the like, I don't know what you'd call it, like the creator park. It was like where all the brands had their crazy activations and stuff. So I'm gonna have a little nap, I think, and then I'm gonna head back over and do a bit more exploring. I want to find a coffee. I need to find a coffee from somewhere. That is probably the most important thing right now. And then in the evening, I'm going to a community event that they have. And then that's it. And then tomorrow I'm flying back to Cardiff on the crazy route again. But yeah, I'll do a bit more chatting later about how I prepare for a talk, the process and everything. But for now, I'm just going to go and have a little snooze. Standing in the rain in a queue because there is a food truck that is doing, what is it, like a kebab in a croissant? A kebab in a croissant done by Lidl. Apparently, it's a Lidl truck. And they provided rolls. And yeah, we've got umbrellas courtesy of Lidl croissant donners. I'll show you what they look like.
Sauces maybe? We have purple and garlic, maybe mixed from all?
Yeah. Amazing. Thank
Enjoy,
you so much. Thank you.
Lovely. Lovely. I also got one. Hello.
This vlog is just going to be like you doing exciting things around.
They're like, who is this person?
So I'm back from Hamburg and I realised I didn't really talk about my public speaking sort of process. So I thought I'd just wrap up this vlog by chatting a bit more about that. I have done a little bit of public speaking coaching with Charlotte Lewis, and that has really helped me. Basically, when I have a big talk coming up, I will book in just a one-off session with her to go through my talk and get some tips and stuff. And that has been really, really helpful. I didn't do it for this Hamburg one, but a lot of the things that she taught me and shared now helps me in my preparation for all my talks. So one of the things is I do not script my talks. I basically like plot them out and I have different markers of where I want to get to. So I'll basically put together the structure, then I'll put together the slides, and then I'll start practicing it and refining it through like the practice. So like I'll work out things that I want to say. The other thing that was really interesting is I used to really beat myself up and give myself a hard time. Like if I hadn't done the full talk, like a run through of the full talk a certain number of times, like I felt like there was some sort of magic number where it was like, well, if I've done it 20 times, you know, then I'm prepared or whatever. And one of the things that Charlotte helped me realize was that I don't have to always practice it all in one go. I mean, obviously that's really important to do, but I can practice little sections of it. So like when I'm out and about walking or doing like errands or in the car or whatever, I can practice little sections of the talk. And so sometimes I come to it and I'm like, oh my goodness, I haven't practiced it enough. And actually I've practiced it way more than I've realized. And I think it was really nice actually this time in Hamburg because like I realized that I'm just getting a bit more confident. Like I have way less wobbles before and after about the talks, so that's really nice. I think one of the things that I have realized is that I still get nervous before a talk. Like I'm not sure if that's ever going to go away. Like whenever I've talked about it, people have like, well, that shows you care, you know, like that shows that you've made an effort and all this sort of stuff. And so I think I do just have to accept that that is part of the process, like that I have to deal with the nerves. And they're definitely not as strong maybe as they have been in the past. So, you know, like they are getting more manageable. I mean, they've always been manageable, but they're getting more manageable. So that was encouraging as well. I've got another big talk coming up in June that I feel like this is a big deal. I feel nervous and excited about it. So this was almost like, it's quite a similar topic to this one I did in Hamburg. So this was like quite a nice practice run to try out some of the content that is going to be in that talk and sort of, and it's just interesting to see what lands and what didn't. You would have seen some clips from the talk earlier in the vlog just as like b-roll, but I did manage to film the whole thing. The tech guys very kindly strapped this Osmo onto this like metal pole for me, but what I think I'm going to go and do actually is I could see quite a lot of the audience in the video, and so I'm going to see, you know, like which slides people photograph the most, what seemed to resonate. It's very hard when you're doing silent disco style talks, in the sense that people react less. So like, for example, laughter is like a group activity really in those instances. So like one person laughs and then that kind of like, you know, trickles across and everyone starts laughing. It's very much a group activity, but when you've got headphones in, like you can't hear other people laughing, and so you're much less likely to laugh. So that is a tricky aspect of it. But it'll be interesting to go through and just see, even just seeing like what slides people photograph the most, I think will be helpful information. So yeah, that is my little vlog of Hamburg. I was really proud of how it went. Like I was really pleased with how it went. The people from Adobe seemed really happy, so that was great. So yeah, and I will vlog upcoming talks and events I'm going to as well. If you've got any questions about public speaking, I would love to hear them. Maybe I can create some more content about it, or maybe like get Charlotte back on the podcast and we can chat about it some more. I did do a podcast episode with her, so I will share that in the caption below and you can check it out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little OMR adventures.